And then I got approved for a secured loan of $18,000. What's going on YouTube? Welcome to Currency Comps, where I cover all things money. So are you looking for an emergency loan but don't have good credit? Well, in this video, I'm gonna show you a loan product you can qualify for with bad credit. And you can borrow anywhere from $300 to $12,000. And one of the best parts about this loan is you can see if you're pre-approved without a hard pull on your credit report. So I will cover everything you need to qualify for this loan. And at the end of the video, I'm gonna show you what happened and how much I qualified for when I applied. All right, so I'm here at their website, opportuneloan.com. And as I previously mentioned, you can borrow anywhere from $300 to $12,000. Now, this loan is strictly gonna be for an emergency. You don't wanna use this money for anything else but paying off bills or paying your mortgage, paying your rent, something like that, because the APR is gonna be pretty high. There's also gonna be an origination fee. But on the flip side of that, there's no minimum credit score in order to be approved. So how are they gonna approve you with no minimum credit score? Well, they're actually gonna go off things like your banking history and your income. So if you have steady income, preferably direct deposit, you will get qualified for this loan. And I just want to point out, I do welcome all the negative comments of people saying not true, doesn't work, scam. I'm fine with that. If you didn't get approved, all that means is you're not making enough money to qualify for this loan. All right, so we're gonna go here to apply now. I do wanna point out they have two separate products. Well, they actually have three, but they have a personal loan and they have a credit card. The credit card, believe it or not, is gonna be more difficult to qualify for than the personal loan. So right now we're gonna stick to the personal loan. So when I mentioned they had three products, it doesn't tell you here, but when you apply for the personal loan, you might get approved for that personal loan, but you might also get approved for more money when you secure the loan with your car title. We'll get more into that in a second. So you're gonna enter all your basic information right here. You're gonna verify your phone number. And one of the only reasons I am applying here is because you can check to see if you pre-qualify without a hard pull on your credit report. Really, those are the only loans that I apply to. Just because I review so many products, I can't apply to all of them because it's really gonna hurt my credit with a hard pull. What is your total monthly take-home pay? So right here, this is going to be different from a credit card, because on credit card, there's some people I've heard enter more than they actually make. And most of the times, credit cards don't verify income, which means they don't ask you for any paycheck stubs. They don't ask you for bank statements. They don't ask you for anything. You either qualify or you don't based on the amount you entered. Here, they are going to ask you for that information. So be sure and put the exact amount that you make per month. Remember, anytime you apply for anything and you believe that there's no hard pull to your credit, make sure it says this right here: will not impact your credit score. Another thing I want to mention, if for any reason you do have any credit freezes on your credit reports, I do have it on TransUnion. This is the credit report they're pulling from. You're going to want to remove that freeze. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Now remember, as I'm submitting this here, they are going to check your credit report. But even if you have a 570, 580, if you're making enough money, they will approve you. The credit freeze on your TransUnion credit report has been temporarily lifted. So let's go back here. See, so it does happen in real time. It already threw me to the next page. What are your monthly housing expenses? So I'm gonna put $500 here. Do you have a bank account? So you're gonna wanna make sure that you do have a bank account and that you are gonna have to link that bank account before you are actually approved. All right, so while that's processing, I'm gonna let you know on the next step what you're gonna need. So let's go over repayment. You'll have bi-weekly payments from 6 to 46 months, depending on your state and your terms. And the funding bank, depending on your state, is gonna be one of two: Opportune LLC or MetaBank, meaning this is not a broker website. You won't get farmed out to a bunch of different lenders. It's strictly through opportune.com. So once you do get qualified, you are gonna have to submit your proof of income, link your bank account. If you can't link your bank account online, you're gonna have to submit your banking statements. You're also gonna need address verification, which is gonna be like your rent, your mortgage payment, or even like an electric bill or something like that. And then you're gonna need to submit your ID. And lastly, you're probably gonna need to submit 3 references. So this is hilarious here. My credit's not that great, right? But I did get approved for a loan of up to $500. And then I got approved for a secured loan of $18,000. So what does that mean? What does a secured loan mean? If I have a vehicle with a vehicle title, which means my car is paid off, I'm basically taking out a title loan and I'd be able to borrow $18,000. I'm not gonna do that, obviously, but if I go back up here to the personal loan, you'd be able to get this $500. And I believe if you meet all qualifications, if you submit all the documents documents that they require. Everything I just told you a minute ago. You can have these funds deposited in as little as the next business day. Your next step for this offer could be providing a few documents like proof of income and proof of bank account. You may be able to skip uploading these documents by linking a bank account. Okay, so let's go to continue here. If I were to link the bank account, you may get your loan approved increased by $100 if you successfully connect at least one bank account and verify your income or bank account through Plaid. So let's try that here. I haven't agreed to anything yet, so let's try that. I'm gonna connect my bank account. So depending on the bank you have, you might not be able to link it online. I always use Chime because Chime always works through the Plaid platform. I have a link in the description if you don't have Chime where you can get $100 by signing up and following a few simple steps. So let's get back to this right here. We're gonna go to Chime and it's gonna pop up. There it is, chime.com. Wait a minute. I don't even know what just happened here. I didn't accept anything, but it said we will deposit your funds into your bank account. Please don't deposit anything into my bank account. I haven't seen anything yet. All right, I'm getting tripped out here. I'm gonna exit out of this, but you see how easy it is to apply and to get approved and to get your funds. So again, this loan here is great for emergencies, but really nothing else, with the APR being anywhere from 12% to 35%, which is pretty high. And they also have that origination fee. But if you need that money, especially if you have a car title, you'll be able to borrow even more money. Opportune Loans also has a 4.3 out of 5-star rating from Credit Karma. So let's check out some of the bad reviews. Good reviews are fine, but let's see the bad ones. 1 star, it says they won't work with NetSpend or Chime. Okay, so right here, they're not really saying anything bad about the loan. They're just saying that when they try to link the bank account, it doesn't work. And that's kind of something what I mentioned earlier. So we have 915 5 stars and we only have 160 1 star. So another 1 star says, company very rude. Well, look, this is something to expect when you're taking out a bad credit loan. A lot of these people that work for these loan products, these loan companies, the customer service department, they're dealing with a whole bunch of stuff all day. They're trying to call people, getting people to pay, people saying why they can't pay, doing the whole sob story, the whole 9, right? So of course, sometimes they are going to come off a little bit rude. There are going to be people that are just rude in general and just don't care and don't want to hear it. And a lot of times they are going to be working for companies like this. So that's just something to be expected when taking out one of these bad credit loans. You're obviously not expecting to get 5-star customer service from a loan product like this. Another one, terrible. Terrible company, ask for my driver's license and other info and just tell you no. Prosper Credit is a much better product with a better interest rate as well. That's true. You can also try Prosper. Don't choose Opportune for a loan. My credit score went down 17 points. For what? Well, it went down 17 points because now they did a hard pull on your credit report. Credit Karma, you need to not recommend this company. They're gonna give you a bad reputation. I'm thinking about giving Credit Sesame a try. I mean, it's always worth Credit Karma and having Credit Sesame, which, I mean, Credit Sesame, it's just your TransUnion account. If I were to recommend one, it wouldn't be either one of these. It would be Experian, which is your actual FICO score. A lot of your lenders now are only going off of your FICO score. They're not really using TransUnion or Equifax. Go with Experian. Another one, worst customer service for new application. So anyway, I'm not gonna read all these, but you're gonna see you do have more 5 stars than 1 star. But I mean, it's to be expected with any bad credit loan product that you take out. I want to thank you for watching. I hope this video helped you out. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already. Check you on the next one.